Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Monday, March the 19th, the year 2018. Let's talk trading perfection. Once again, there are traders out there that are looking for the perfect system, the perfect indicator, the perfect value for their MACD or stochastic or moving average. The perfect moving average, is it a LWMA, a SMMA, EMA? Oh, it's just not going to happen. Just not going to find it. There's a few things that you can control in trading. One of them being your money and risk management. Nice lead in, nice segue, huh? You see, you can control your position size. You can control your stop loss, which means you can control your losses. What you can't control are the wins. You can control which direction you trade on any given trade, short or long. You can control when you enter, and you can control when you exit. It's just you don't know when you exit how big or small the profit may be, or even if there's going to be a profit. The one thing you can control is the size of the loss. So let's just say you start out, you just want to get your feet wet. So you open an account, you put $100 in it. And you hear me say, let's take 100 trades. So that means if you had the misfortune to lose 100 times in a row, then you better only risk total dollar per trade. Otherwise, you'll blow out, possibly blow out before the 100th trade. So you can control that. That's where the perfection comes in. Basically, your execution, executing your plan, executing the trade, clicking, not being late, not being early, not rushing things, having the patience. That's what you can focus on. Basically, you. Not the system, but you. And the thing is, and I know it's very difficult to do because we're human, you really have to focus on the process and not the outcome. Because if you focus on the outcome, that's what'll make you choke. I mean, think about it. What basketball player can't hit two free throws, in their driveway or at the gym or playground? I mean, especially, the players that have made it to the ranks of the, Final Four in college or, the NBA playoffs. I mean, maybe with the exception of Wilt Chamberlain and Shaquille O'Neal, I mean, these guys, they're pretty good shots from the free throw line. So why is it when the game is on the line, they choke? Because they're focusing on the fact that the game's on the line, as opposed to going through their 3 dribbles and 1 spin and placing their feet just right and, getting that right, flexing the knees, just focusing on the execution. Just thinking about that one shot, not what it means, but just that one shot, just executing perfectly. Blocking out the noise, blocking, just not even letting that stuff enter into your head. Well, it's like same thing in trading. There's so much noise. Oh, well, if I do this, I might lose. And see, once you do that, you're toast. I mean, it's real simple here. We're looking here at dollar Canadian. Yesterday, it was just here. And so somebody might go, well, it could hit that line and it could reverse on me. Or, it could hit that line and take off. I don't know. But, I mean, if you look at it right here, you could see if you took an open cross on the weekly, here, you can see there was pips to be made. It opened at 92, hit a high at 31.24, hit a low at 30.46. Those were pips you could have made taking that trade. And as we can see here, some more gaps have filled. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yet to fill. But this week should prove pretty interesting, you know. A lot of financial announcements coming out. And then there's the, oh, don't trade during that. It's volatile. It's scary. And I just have to laugh. Because once again, just execute. You might have to be a little quicker on your toes, but just execute. You know, we can drill down here to the daily chart, and once again, you know, you might see price here at the line. Ooh, I don't know if I can make a profit going short there, but as you can see, there was about 9 pips to be had. You know, was that a great trade? Depends. I mean, you know, 5, 9 pips adds up. Do it 10 times. What do you have? And you can see here we're right back near that weekly open. It says daily, but since it's the first day still, it's daily and weekly are the same. And you can see that right here. And look at the ranges on the pound pairs. Wow. Some nice movement there. You can see the pounds up. But what if the, I guess there's a dollar announcement and they're thinking about hiking interest rates. I think that's going to send the dollar up. But you have to wait and see. You just never know for sure. But you can see right here, you take that buy zone trade. You can take that crossover trade. If you took that buy zone trade, you had a loser. Took that winner. So once again, so you had a loser. To be expected. I mean, if this system never produced a loser, I would own the market by now. I've developed this, you know, back in the early 2000s. If this system never produced a loser, I'd own it all. It's just that simple. I never would have shared it. I just own it all. But from time to time, you will get that loser. But as you can see here, there's a nice win there. You know, a nice win there. You know, if you took that trade, there was a nice win there. Small win. Right here, there was a win. There was a win. There's a win. Okay, you got another loss here. I mean, nothing is perfect, but, you know, statistics, which is historical data, show that price is going to go up and down. It's going to be bigger than that 20 pips between the open plus 10 and open minus 10. And you can see right here, it happened. What's the range? Oh, about what? 78 pips? Well, 78 can't fit in the 20. It's got to stick out one end or the other. Simple stuff. You know, in the rat zone, we put in the rat zone and there it came out. There was, right here, there really wasn't much of a rat zone. You can see that. Maybe I should put that other rat dots indicator on here that shows actually how it progresses. But right here, there was definitely a rat zone and price came out. And if we look here at the pivot fade trade, and I remember saying there was the pivot. You faded that pivot, you had a profit. Now, once again, you probably didn't want to do that during the Asian sessions, but you see here during London, New York, that was the time to fade the pivot because during London, New York, that's when these pairs are active, or this pair is active. Not so much during the New Zealand and Asian sessions. price action. Once again, you've got turn trades, you've got trades off the 3-ball, you've got candle color at the horizontal line. Does it work every time? No, it doesn't. But it can work enough for you to be profitable if you execute what you can execute perfectly. If you focus on the execution and not the result. And once again, yesterday we talked about trading with candle color at the horizontal line. And you can see here how many times there would have been a profit had you done that. Right here, maybe there was a loss. So what? Trade, you're not going to win each and every trade. You might have a streak. Maybe you get 10, 20 wins in a row, but 1,000 wins in a row, 100 wins in a row, that's tough. Real tough. Once again, price doesn't like to stay in the wick zone. You can see that right here. It did not like to stay. Look at that. It came down, touched that previous, or almost hit the previous day's low, reversed out of that wick zone, hit the upper wick zone, went out, came through, reversed back through, came up, down again, in it, out, out, and out. Once again, happens every day. Just have to execute. And we look at the holo, put in the highest open right here, went up, came cross below it, went up, cross below it, put in the lowest open, went way down, came, hit it, and then it went back up. A lot of price action there, a lot of price movement. And you can see here on the tick chart what happens. You see here, we put in a peak, and then the price came down. The ask came down below that highest bid, came down for a couple of pips. And then the bid went above that valley produced by the ask, and it went up barely, but then it came back down. So you can see here it was right around that open price. That's what this dotted line is. It's the hourly open. But you can see here you could have probably picked up about 4 pips, maybe 5 pips possibly. Taking that trade, going south here. Simple stuff, guys, simple stuff. So I don't believe I had any questions to answer. So if you have any, you can go ahead and comment on the videos and I'll try and get back and answer. I saw a few comments, but I don't remember seeing any questions. So I'm sorry if I missed a question, but ask again today and I will catch it. And by the way, I did send out batch 2 of the 2018 donationals last week. And I'll probably get batch 3 out possibly next week. Because I've got some things I'm going to be doing in April, and I'll kind of take me away from trading as much, but I'll still be around. So, fellow traders, remember, perfection. It's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne off to drain the banks.